Alright, so before I start this video, I'll let's say RIP to Dwayne Haskins Jr. He was 24 years old. He ended up passing away April 9th, 2022. He ended up getting hit by a car. So, and it's really sad to see someone this young leave so soon, man. It's really so sad to see. Dude, he got drafted by the Washington Commanders and was on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Before that, he went to college at Ohio State University, which was his dream college, and up leading the league and ended up leading the nation in passing yards and touchdowns, and then to win the Rose Bowl for the team too. In his only season there for the Ohio State. Man, it's just sad to see someone pass away so young because like when I seen the news, I was just taking the bad, lost for words, and it just hurt seeing someone so young just pass away so soon. For the simple fact that like he still had potential to like possibly be a franchise QB, and it just hurt seeing that, man. And I know some of the trouble he had, but you gotta understand, bro. Like he was a young guy, and you just want him to get better. That's all you ever wanted. But now we're never ever gonna see how good he can be in the NFL. So R.I.P. to Dwayne Haskins, and my condolences go out to his family and the whole football team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, man. So the Utah Jazz, man. The Utah Jazz. It's the same story for the past 3 years now, bro, where they just made the playoffs and then they just under deliver, bro, like they usually do at this point. At this point, I'm not even surprised by the Utah Jazz. I was just giving up on them at this point because for the past few years, they basically been pretenders, really. I mean, Donovan Mitchell, yeah, he's going to play like crazy good in the playoffs because he usually up his game in the playoffs. But like, I don't know if it's they're tired of the coach or just the players they have. But like, the players are really just are just more of a letdown right now than what were the past few years. Like, and game two of the playoffs proves a big time because, I mean, they played good offensively, but Donovan Mitchell didn't really have it going in the fourth quarter. And the amount of times I've seen the wing defenders get blown by, and Rudy Gobert had to step up just to leave a wide open shooter for a three, is baffling to me, bro. They're supposed to be a defensive team that they claim to be. Yeah, it's not it, bro. It's not it. Now I'll say this, bro. I'll say this. They're going to have to make a decision on if they want to keep Rudy Gobert or not, bro. That's really what it boils down to this offseason. Because if they're going to keep Rudy Gobert, they have to get 3-and-D guys on the team. They have to get 3-and-D guys on the team because I am tired of seeing defenders especially the wing defenders getting blown by just for Rudy Gobert having to leave someone open, which ends up making him look bad, even though it shouldn't be that way. He's actually a great defender. Of course, he's not that great of a perimeter defender, but he's definitely one of the better rim. He's definitely the best rim protector in the league for sure, for a reason. And it's damaging just to see that, bro. So they're gonna have to like either trade Rudy Gobert to a team that legit needs a defensive center for sure. I'm looking at the Charlotte Hornets for that, or they keep Rudy Gobert and he gets the wing defenders because I'm tired of them getting blown. Wing defenders getting blown by, bro. I am so tired of seeing that. Also, the fact that they let Jalen Brunson score 40 points tonight is just telling that like if Luka was there, the Utah Jazz might actually get swept this series. They might get swept, or even gentlemen sweep for that matter. But it's crazy to see that, man. It's so crazy to see that. And now when I compare them to this team, they don't play similar to this team, but it's how I feel like about this team compared to them two. They're right now becoming the Portland Trailblazers. And what I mean by that is they will make the playoffs. You have them in the regular season, they'll play great. You have to believe that they have legit shot of actually being in the conference finals. But really, they're just pretenders, and they end up disappointing you in the end. Probably mostly in the second round or so like that. And that's really what the Utah Jazz are right now. And that's not a good spot to be in, especially in the Western Conference, bro. Like, that is not a good spot to be in. It's one thing to be a team where you're in the both making the playoffs. It's another thing to where you make the playoffs, but you're known as pretenders than national contenders. So that's really my take on the Utah Jazz at this point. Until they actually do something with the roster, they're always going to be pretenders, man. They're all going to be pretenders. Either till they trade Rudy Gobert, become more of an offensive team, or if they win the finish, or if Donovan Mitchell leaves the Utah Jazz, which I can see happening too. So I would like to say the Utah Jazz, you are officially pretenders. Even though y'all probably already was, but y'all are definitely pretenders now at this point, and y'all better not get. I'm telling you, y'all better not losing 5 games, bro. Y'all better not losing 5. Because y'all really want to roast by everybody on Twitter, bro. The NBA community about this.